Tell me this before we run out of time, because I love talking about Tom Brady. What should Brady be concerned about?
Well, it's funny when we were talking about overreactions before a season. I thought you were going to hit me with that. Aren't you the guy who said Tom Brady won't make the playoffs this year? So,
You did.
yes, that would be an overreaction on my part, but it's just a way to kind of stir it up before the season starts. Look, Tom Brady fascinates me because I don't know that I know of any player outside of Michael Jordan who has ever used any hint of a slight or even made up his own slights against him as motivation. I remember when they were playing the Eagles in the Super Bowl down in Jacksonville, and Rodney Harrison was telling me the story one time that they're on the bus, and look, they've already won what? I think at that point 2 championships. Can't remember.
They won 2 at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And Rodney tells me, Tom turns to him and says, "Man, can you believe, you know, I was 199th pick and like 6th round pick, and you were like a 4th or 5th, and like nobody really believes in us and this, that, and the other." And I'm like, he's won 2 championships. He's a Super Bowl MVP, and he's still stuck on this where he was drafted, you know? And I'm not saying that in any way to sort of be condescending towards Tom Brady or like I'm making fun of him or anything. What I have learned over time is that athletes are wired differently. And I'll tell you a story one time you'll appreciate about the Patriots. So they played Peyton Manning one time in the playoffs in Foxborough. And after the game, the Patriots win the game. And I remember going in the locker room and a player says to me, and he's like intense. He's like, "Man, it's like everybody, they're going to win. It's like, man, it's like they spit in our face." And I remember after the game, I wrote a column and I said, apparently this player's never had anyone spit in his face or he wouldn't have said that. And the player got mad at me for writing that. And what it did, it kind of brought me back to say, man, dudes are just wired differently. And you got to be willing to accept that as an outsider about what makes them tick or what makes them go or what makes them great. Because me as an outsider, I'm never going to understand what that is, you know? Because I'm not in their cleats. I haven't gone through it. But Tom, now this week, what's he talking about? Man, I'm telling my offensive linemen, look what they're saying about you.
They're killing you.
Look how bad you're going to be. You know, it's like, and he's just beating that into him, trying to instill that same sort of motivation. And then I kind of got a kick out of where he said, I'm self-motivated and whatnot. So, but I don't mind a negative to help get me going. It's like, dude, you're still hanging on to where you were drafted 23 years later. So you haven't let it go.
Doesn't he have a production company? Doesn't he have a production company? Is like 199 something? So he's always, he's working that into like his own story. His part of his narrative is being number 199. I can understand it. But you know what? It strikes me that Tom Brady using that technique with the Tampa Bay linemen tells me that he actually thinks that they're good. Because I've seen Tom Brady here where if he doesn't think you're good, he's going to say the stuff to you that the media is saying about you, but he's not doing it to motivate you. He's complaining.
Right.
Like, I saw him here complain about his wide receivers, and in retrospect, rightfully so. One of the guys he complained about was N'Keal Harry, who was, traded like a bust first-round pick. He complained about Joey Galloway toward the end of Joey Galloway's career. As a matter of fact, Tom Brady sent Joey Galloway to ESPN. He started his media career. So if Brady's complaining about you, he doesn't believe in you. But if he's pointing out what people are saying about you, he thinks you're pretty good. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.